WSET-TV Channel 37.
Man has charted the continents. We have mapped the ocean floor. We have cast our fragile vessels into the velvet emptiness between the stars. We believe we understand the fundamental architecture of reality, but science is a candle in a vast, encompassing darkness, and sometimes the shadows whisper of things that should not be, concepts that defy Einstein, theories that shatter Bohr, ideas that lurk on the very fringe of human comprehension. In 1974, Dr. Aris Thorne of the Institute for Advanced Theoretical Propulsion proposed a solution to the energy crisis that was as brilliant as it was terrifying. He called it Chrono-Gravimetric Resonance.
The conventional model tells us that energy is finite within a closed temporal system. You burn the coal, you get the heat, entropy increases. A one-way street. But this assumes time is a linear progression of discrete moments. It is not. General relativity proves gravity bends space-time. My calculations suggested that if you could generate a sufficiently localized, ultra-high frequency gravitational wave, a graviton spike, you wouldn't just bend space-time, you would puncture it. They are talking about creating a momentary bridge, a transient wormhole, not across space, but across causality. We wouldn't be creating energy. We would be borrowing it from our own future light cone before entropy has degraded it, and then cycling the waste heat back into the past via tachyon displacement.
Thorne's theoretical apparatus, the resonance engine, required the containment of antimass particles within a supercooled magnetic bottle, vibrating at the exact frequency of the universe's background expansion.
Mass works. The Heisenberg uncertainty principle actually favors the exchange if the temporal transaction occurs under the Planck time threshold. We could power the globe for a millennium on a single gram of hydrogen. The only side effect, theoretically, was a localized destabilization of linear cause and effect in the immediate vicinity of the reactor.
The funding for Dr. Thorne's project was abruptly cut in 1976 after an undisclosed incident at the testing facility. The shadow universe, it seemed, preferred to keep its energy.
Can a phone call change your life? This one quite possibly can. At Control Data Institute, we explore brain mapping, cognitive measurement, experimental learning techniques, and the future of human potential. Call Control Data Institute today.
When the city sleeps, the sound awakens. In the small hours, beyond the safe and the known. Step through the veil and listen. The Alistair Crowe Midnight Sound. Friday night, 12:30. You'll hear things you were never meant to hear.
The stars are always moving, friends, and so are we. Each evening I sit right here and read what the sky is telling us about our tomorrow. Your sign, your path, your possibilities. It's all written up there above the clouds.
Chrono-Gravimetric Resonance, the noospheric lattice. These are merely facets of a larger, stranger diamond, the ultimate shape of the shadow universe. Some theorists now conjecture that our three spatial dimensions constitute only the surface layer of a crystalline hypermanifold, a reality composed of 11, perhaps 26 dimensions, curled up into subatomic knots of vibrating superstrings. We look through our telescopes and our microscopes, convinced we are seeing the machinery of God. But perhaps we are only seeing the reflections in a funhouse mirror, forever separated from the true nature of things by the limitations of our own perceptions. The phoenix rises, only to find the sky is not what it seems.
rides for the whole family, from the dazzling dream machine to our gentle whisper wheels. The fun never stops, day or night.
7 for tonight's Friday night movie, a chilling blend of suspense and imagination where nothing is quite what it seems. Lock the doors, dim the lights, and join us Friday at 8 on Channel 37.